Welcome to Metal Gear Solid 4, Episode 3. This is Chapter 2. Took us 2 episodes to get through Chapter 1. Why is that? I don't know. I think it's because I spent... Oh, I know exactly why. It's because I started the game on hard from the advice of Super Bunny Hop's amazing review of this game. Ended up being way too frustrating in that first opening section. Maybe hard would be a good choice later on, but I spent about an hour or two there. Was getting a little bit frustrated. Enemies can see you from very, very far away in the light of day. And as much as it's easy to make fun of the dumb vision lines of previous Metal Gear Solid games, I think they're like that for a reason. So, let's do it. We're going to do Chapter 2. That means we're going to watch a big fat briefing. Because this is Metal Gear Solid. Let's load that save data. Hiya. Load completed. What a great theme. Old Snake, that theme is called. Wonderful theme. Wonderful. We are ready. Mission briefing. You can also view this briefing from the menu. Great. If watching 7 hours of these... What?
1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 377, 610, 987, 15,
What does that mean?
95, 84.
Let's look it up. Sunny Numbers MGS4. What does it all mean? Oh god, that's a frame rate. Ugh. That is not the stream speaking to you. Terrible. Didn't we just watch this one already? Is this how they open up all of them? Oh, old man Snake.
Uncle
Be nice
Hal?
to her.
The eggs,
There you go.
they're done.
Thank you, Sonny.
I mean, at least if you're gonna have child workers,
Snake!
be nice to them.
Oh, back from the dead?
I don't remember the sun being so flat.
Heyo.
Sorry. I'll dig in right away, Sonny. And would you make some for Snake, too?
Yeah, just try to make them look more like the real sun. And
Hey, none for me, Sonny.
isn't the sun flat when you look at it? Not 3D. It's millions of light years away.
How long was I out?
A whole day.
Whoa.
Someone saved my life.
Yeah. It could have been Meryl and her boys. Don't worry. They're doing fine.
We got away.
You okay?
My body just seized up all of a sudden. This is normal. It's not my joints or muscles.
It looked like the PMC soldiers all went haywire en masse, too. I thought it might be a form of ADS, but I didn't detect any aberrations in the EM field. You were lucky. Some of those guys' hearts simply stopped.
She was there. Naomi was at Liquid Side. Otacon, did you see her?
No, but you're right. Naomi was there. I found traces of her DNA in that syringe you brought.
So it was Naomi. My
Here, let me show you something. Right after it all happened, I got a video mail from Naomi. It was sent to my old address.
This game must have blown people's mind. I'm trying to remember. It blew my mind when it first came out. Like the graphical fidelity. Hey, Rosner's here. How are you, Rosner, buddy?
Here you go.
Thanks,
With a
Sonny. They're
cigarette.
delicious.
I feel like if you're in a flying fortress,
You haven't even eaten any.
I licked it. That's how I tasted it. Look at that face she's given.
We grown-ups have to watch our caloric intake, you know. Ah, but thank you. I was looking for this.
You're not watching your nicotine intake.
Sonny! You really hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Why don't you teach her how to cook eggs then?
Oh, like I know how to cook. Hey, check this out.
Yeah, so if you're on a big ship like that, you think eggs would break.
The data's been quarantined. No viruses. The voice print matches Naomi's. And I'm fairly confident the video isn't digitally synthesized either.
That is a lot, Curbs.
Snake, I'll make this quick. I'm in South America. I've been captured and forced to do research. It's Liquid. Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the Sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers. To do that, he needs to analyze the nanomachine structure and find out how they communicate with one another. The nanomachines currently in use by militaries and PMCs are third generation. But their design is derived from that of the first generation. And the basic technology is still the same.
First generation.
I was the one who created the first generation, a nanomachine colony, part of which was Foxdie. 9 years ago at Shadow Moses, I injected it into your body, Snake.
Oh.
The technology used in Foxdie was incorporated, inherited really, by SOP. That's why Liquid has me helping him hijack the system, because I know how Foxdie works. Please, you must rescue me. Liquid's found a loophole he can use to get into the system. Preparations for his insurrection are nearly complete. There's no time to waste. Snake, hurry!
Naomi sent her location data in a separate file.
What the hell is that?
It's a type of encrypted data. Sonny decoded it for us. Remember now? This is data from the Soliton radar you used at Shadow Moses. I'm guessing Naomi wants us to know the message truly is from her. Sending the map data in Soliton radar format. Pretty clever. And Mei Ling's helping us out from Hawaii.
Oh, is she gonna have the accent or not?
The data she sent was 4D sound data. I don't know how Soliton radar works, but all I had to do was change the audio data into video data. It was easy. This Naomi lady seems pretty cool.
Who is Sonny? His sister's
Campbell.
daughter?
Snake, as you'll recall, following the Shadow Moses incident 9 years ago, Naomi was detained by the authorities. But someone arranged for her escape.
Yeah, I hear they added that to my rap sheet too.
I
Who's that?
suspect it was actually Liquid. He must have taken her prisoner himself and forced her to do research at his facility in South America. Chances are, the location Naomi gave us is the site of Liquid's main base.
But there's no actual proof.
There's an ongoing skirmish between a new regime put into power by PMCs and a rebel army formed by remnants of the old one. The rebels have hired a small-scale local PMC of their own to stir things up. It's the quintessential example of a war economy market. The new regime is still in shambles, so it's really Pure Maman, one of the PMCs under Outer Heaven control, that's calling the shots. You might say it's a perfect place for Liquid to make his haven.
Or it could be a trap.
True, but even so, the payoff would greatly aid our efforts.
I had Sonny trace the origin of Naomi's mail. The address is fake, but Sonny was able to track the message back through its proxies based on access date timestamps and data transfer volumes. Apparently, the message originated from a server in South America. I wouldn't exactly call it 100% credible, though.
Colonel, where's Meryl?
Well, I know she left the Middle East in pursuit of Liquid. I'm sure Arsak is on to us by now. We can't chase that line too far.
Which leaves Naomi as our only lead.
I've secured you landing clearance at El Dorado International Airport. You'll be acting as a UN inspector.
South America. That's about 20 hours from here. Then what's the plan?
I'll arrange for them to get you a 4x4. The location Naomi gave us, the PMC's base, is in a mountainous region surrounded by forests. Use the 4x4 to get as close as possible to the PMC security perimeter. From there on, Snake, it'll be a solo sneaking mission.
Right.
Oh, that's his new lady, who's his same age as his daughter.
Thanks. The rebels are still pitched in battle against the PMC.
So you're supposed to hate Roy?
The commotion should help you slip into the facility unnoticed.
20 hours until we land. Got it. I'll have a look at the documents. Maybe I'll even have a smoke while I still can.
Yeah, and a very slow-paced movie. You know, when you think of the cutscenes from previous Metal Gear Solid games, there were a lot of them, but they were always like to the point. You know, when you think about when Snake meets Eva or Ocelot, there's a lot of tension because he's out in the open. Colette, as if he didn't give you enough reasons to hate him already. True. Why? Because he did the SSS mission? Or what did he do last time that was so bad? He's lied to Snake a few times, but need to know basis, man. Oh god, yeah, save the game. Sure. How long was that? That was a decent cutscene. Oof. There's no tension with it. It's just Snake. It's just like kind of a boring afternoon where they slowly go through the reasons for the mission. Snake. It's because everybody's old. Oh god, another one. Act 2. If it starts with another cutscene, maybe I should have watched the final cutscene at the end of the last episode.
Colonel, how deeply are they involved in all of this?
The Patriots, you mean?
The data we got from Arsenal Gear was a load of crap. 12 founders who have all been dead for 100 years. Give me a break. We know they exist today. If the purpose of this battlefield control system is to control IDs, it fits in with their plans perfectly.
Seizing control of the world's ID systems, and then using them to manipulate the economy and information flow. For the Patriots, that's the ultimate prize. You might say the Patriots are the embodiment of the war economy.
Everything that Solidus feared 5 years ago, it's all come to pass.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information.
Now, with the media and global opinion under complete control, not even the UN can stand up to them.
Then Liquid's insurrection is against them.
Exactly. It would seem as though Liquid has taken up Big Boss's cause.
Seems quite
An age
sexual.
of persistent universal warfare. A world where mercenaries are free from domination. In a sense, the Outer Heaven Big Boss envisioned is already a living reality.
You mean the PMCs and their war business?
Right now, Liquid is a slave to the Patriots, forced to fight their proxy wars for them.
He must be dying to break free of their spell.
Beneath the surface, a new Cold War is brewing between Liquid and the Patriots over who will survive.
And no matter who wins, the world has no future. Until we stop Liquid and destroy the system, we'll never be free.
Snake, what we call peace is an equilibrium kept in check by the war economy. Destroying the system means wiping out the information society, the end of modern civilization. Like it or not, we may have no choice but to protract the system.
Oh my god, more calls?
Snake, here's what we know about the current battle. Rebel guerrilla units are advancing on the base of the government PMC troops. That base appears to be Liquid's safe house. According to Naomi's data, she's being held prisoner inside the compound.
That's where she is.
Assuming the data is correct. And one more thing.
What now?
The government PMC troops have been operating at high altitudes. We have reports that it's starting to upset the balance of the nano-machine control system.
Meaning?
Meaning the low blood oxygen content seems to have an effect on their nano-machines, giving them a slight edge in battle. Be careful.
Steer clear of altitude sickness. Got it.
No.
Leave one.
Don't forget this face. This is the face of the bastard who killed your comrades.
It's a nice mix of FMV back to the in-game engine.
More guerrillas will be coming to storm the safe house. He must be among their numbers. Sooner or later he will come. Don't let down your guard.
Don't let down your guard. So grotesque. Buy the 50 caliber sniper using a shotgun at very close range. Okay. Is there a trank sniper? Oh my god, more talking. This is Vamp's voice, by the way.
Otacon, what the hell?
That was Vamp. I'm sure of it.
There's Vamp.
I'll never forget that face.
Those were PMC soldiers with him. Is he involved in Liquid's plan?
We watched him die in Manhattan. Damn it, he won't leave us alone. Snake, could Vamp be immortal?
Not a chance. This is the real world, not some fantasy game.
I swear, the next time he shows up...
Not now, Otacon.
Right. I know. Snake, according to satellite imagery procured by Mei Ling, the facility where Naomi's being held is to the north, along a mountain road. I'm sending the location to your map.
Mei Ling? What's she up to these days?
Taking command of the Missouri, apparently.
The Missouri? That's a World War II battleship.
The museum contract in Hawaii expired some time ago. I hear it's now being used as a virtual training vessel.
No kidding.
Not for actual combat training, of course, but rather to get sailors used to seamanship on an analog vessel. Or so I hear. After the mess at Shadow Moses, Mei Ling kinda got put out to pasture.
Even so, making captain at her age, that's pretty impressive.
Rumor has it she caught the eye of some lecherous old admiral who got her promoted. She always did have a thing for older men.
Maybe it's too early to retire after all.
Hey.
Thinking of taking a little training on an analog vessel, Snake?
No. At this point, I've got no need for any more training.
Fair enough. Listen, Snake. When you get there, remember, the conflict between the PMCs and the rebels has nothing to do with your mission. There's no reason for you to get involved or take sides. That said, creating some sort of impact on the battlefield could produce better conditions for sneaking. The rebels are targeting the facility being used by the PMCs as a base. This is more or less the same spot where Naomi's being held. If you aid the rebels, they might get rid of some of the PMCs and help carve a path for you to sneak in.
That freak I just saw, with the tentacles, was it using the same octo-camo system as my suit?
Yeah?
I thought that technology was of your own design.
Actually, I kinda based it on some designs Sonny snagged off the net.
And the data came from?
DARPA?
So in other words, we're on equal ground technologically.
Sorry, I guess I should have told you.
And by the looks of things, they know I'm coming too.
Yeah, it could be a trap. Stay sharp.
Whoa. That was a...
Head for the research lab where Naomi's being held. It's to the north.
That was a long... See, this... That's what I was hoping for more of. I didn't think they were going to have any more of this. Alright, you were saying... go to Draven's thing, buy the 50 cal. 57 PMM. We want something that is, quiet. Or can you buy... What do you call it? Can you buy suppressive for all of them? Rifles, other firearms. Maybe it's this one? What did you call it? You called it the 50 cal sniper. Some et ceteras. Hey, yo. World's top PMCs. Emotion mag. Well, we can put that make somebody scared, maybe? 50 cal, custom parts. Ooh, a suppressor, that's what we need. So you can buy a suppressor for all of them. For an operator. Maybe just... How much money do we have? 32,000? Okay. No. I want the suppressor for the... CM4 custom. That'll be... Oh, that's got a scope on it. That'd be a nice one to have. There we go. Alright, thank you. Dot sight. Kinda neat. Scope for those other guns. Go to the weapon in your inventory, you can get into the menu, put stuff on it. Go to the weapon in your inventory, you can go to the menu to put on it. Okay. This one. Handgun light. See, this stuff all feels like what you're going to be doing in Metal Gear Solid 5. It was sort of the start of that. XM30. But really, I mean, everybody just wants... Sniper rifle, 7.62. Bullpup sniper rifle, 7.62. Magnum. Well, it's 10 rounds, automatic. Why? Why is this one so much more expensive? Oh, because it does more damage. But I mean, you're just going to shoot somebody in the head. Then this is what you want. The SVD. And then we can put on the suppressor on it for the SVD. You got a suppressor for the SVD? No. No, we do not. But maybe we're far away enough that it's not that big of a noise? Alright. So go to weapons in here. And then you can go to the menu to put on the stuff. Gotcha. So these things that are locked. Remove ID lock? How much do you have to pay for that? I don't want to accidentally spend a lot of money to unlock it. Oh, it's 300. Can you just... Didn't you say you can take the doubles and trade them into him? Or does that happen automatically? Do I have to think about that? I don't want to think. Put it there. Okay. Then we go down to the... This. Swap weapon. No. Purchase ammo. So what if you just want to get... Oof, 1,200 for that? Oh. So how do you put on the different scopes and stuff? Upgrade that stuff. Customize. Okay, so you have to do L2. Customize it. Muzzle mount, bottom mount. So I guess you'd go muzzle mount, you'd go suppressor, and you can buy one right from there. That's nice. That's a lot easier, like you're saying. Okay. What could you put here? A light. Bravely is here. How are you, Bravely? Bravely, how do you feel about this game in the overall series? I think the opening has been terrible. Why is that? Why Crazy Lunatic? I don't think so. I wouldn't mind, the Mark II. Silenced pistol for special ops uses special ammo. So if we want to... Did this one have a customize on it? No, but the operator did. We need to purchase ammo for this thing. Cool. Alright, well, we got a couple pistols. That's probably all we need. But you were saying... well, you know, you have a lot of passion for the series, so... Always interesting to know. We're here to chat and hang, of course. So, what was this one that you were talking about, Khaled? You were talking about, a 50 cal sniper rifle that's used to buy... Or that's used to take on tanks. We want to fire that at little bitty humans. I don't know where you saw that. Maybe I don't have the ability to buy that just yet. BMG 50 cal. That would be other firearms, maybe? A javelin. Look at all this stuff. Yeah, this is very, very Metal Gear Solid 5, where you have a huge amount of choice. BMG. Oh, look at this one. Yes, this is the one I want. Oh, no! I wasted it on the other one. Hey, it's Torchfire Animates. How are you? Oh, look, there's little Sunny playing with Metal Gear. Sniper rifle. Oh, so it's just one of the sniper rifles. And then you blow them away when you get up close. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the ribbon shop. I want to sell some things. Can I sell some things? Sell, 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 sell. Oh no, I don't think you can. Thank you for your patronage. Any surplus weapons you can acquire may be exchanged. How do you exchange it? Is it just automatic? This was Sophia. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, hey, Sophia. Welcome back. There's someone at the bottom. Thank you. But now I need to sell stuff because I accidentally spent the money on a sniper rifle that's going to kill. When really I want to be... I want to sell these things. How do you just sell them? Can you do that? Oh my god, I don't think you can. No, I don't want to buy the lock. I want to trade that in for the points. Drebin points. How do you do that stuff? It's very confusing. Drebin shop. Usually in a game you go to the shop, then there's a sell feature of some kind. This game is worth being on the same respected level as the series as a whole. Well, yeah, I mean it does a lot of things. It does a few things that make you think that are special about the series, but I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't have that same tension and push and energy and momentum as the first 3 games. And to me, it feels like a growing pain on the way to 5, where 5 took everything this game did well, but did it properly. Opened up the full world so it's not so corridor-like. Did away with the long cutscenes. So the extra guns are automatically sold, but you can't just sell the ones that you... Damn. Alright, Torchfire. Or Sophia. You think that's pretty expensive too? Okay, so I need to pick up a few other weapons before I can... before I'll be able to... grab the one I really want.
Hey, move along!
This is the cheapest gun. I mean, you don't need anything else except this thing.
Get the weapons and let's move!
So now they're going to take the weapons. I can't sell them. Kick him when he's down. Oh, cool. So, like, this is actually, like, in the first act, they tried to have the 2 different factions against each other. But the problem was that you were in this linear corridor. You couldn't really go anywhere. Whereas this one, this is more of like a traditional base that Snake is infiltrating. But then it still has the 2 faction system, which I think is pretty fun. So this works. This actually feels a lot like Metal Gear Solid 5. Out in the middle of nowhere, approaching a village. They're all set up pretty similar to this. Go up and steal some guns. Oh, they're all done. Yeah, I can grab these, steal them, sell them. There we go. So 2 of these shots put them out. Uh-oh. That gun makes everything too easy. Can't sell weapons, but you get multiples. You get to sell them. Good. Okay, so there it's happening on the bottom right automatically. So it's got that kind of like little mini economy going on too, where everything you're collecting, you're selling and moving on. I don't know if Peace Walker did that as well. I think it probably did. But 5 does that as well too. This part is a lot better. I think the first act just struggles with having it be too linear, too corridorish, without really much to benefit from it being in all of those corridors. Alright, let's see if we can get the one that Colette was talking about. It was under sniper rifles, he said. Rifles? It was a 50 cal BMG or something. I don't see that here, actually. See an M82 50 caliber anti-material rifle. So that'd be this one. 200,000. Key items in the huts. In the Jabba the Huts. Alright, well 200,000, that's quite a bit. But I wouldn't mind getting this Mosin. But that's 60,000. Not even close. Because what did I buy? Bought the crappy sniper rifle. Pretty dark. This feels darker, well, more at night than some of the other ones that we've done. Like in Metal Gear Solid 1, you approach... feels like in the evening, as opposed to being... What's that? yellow dot. There's somebody around here. This part feels pretty good. Alright, we'll go into some huts. But I think the pistol makes it all too easy. Ever since Snake Eater, well, and even Metal Gear Solid 2, the ability to just aim. Actually aim, hit somebody in the head, and take him out right away with a sleeping dart. And then not to... I think if you play it hard, they wake up. Whereas this one, they fall asleep for a long time. Or at least they wake up a lot faster. So it's just more like a temporary solution. Alright, let's hop into these huts. Pretty dark. How do you do the night vision mode? Sorry, I'll warn you next time I do that. The frame rate improves big time when you've got the night vision on. I guess it renders differently. That looks great. I think this... What's that? I paused the Fury. Ooh, drum and bass number reflecting outer space. Well, maybe we'll listen to it. But I need to be able to see. I think that had a lot to do with this game's impact when it first came out, was just how good it looked. Because it was fairly early in the PS3's life cycle, but 2008. PS3 came out 2006 or 7. So, this was the game people wanted to get to. You know, when you get a new console, you want to have something that actually looks mind-blowing. You know, I remember when I got my PS4 and I was trying to look for something that looked good. You know, Bloodborne was a nice, Bloodborne was a nice bump up. Next-gen game. I need to use the iPod, which is... Where's the iPod? Ration, Compass, Solid Snake. You have to equip it. Let's see. And then people were recommending Infamous. I thought, because of all the lighting and the why are you crawl walking? Because I'm sneaking, and it's a sneaking mission. That's why. As the lighting and the particle effects in Infamous. Ba-da-ba-da. iPod. Alright, let's do it. What do we got here? Music. What's the newest one? Sergei Mantis. We want to have Snake Eater. Albums, I guess. Metal Gear Solid 3. The Fury. This is a good theme. It's got that 60s spy magic to it. I think I just went in that one. Is there no one left here? Did we take them all out? They fell asleep so cute on each other. I wonder if they're gonna wake up. Made it to mission 11 in Devil May Cry 1. Don't know how many they are, but it's pretty good. Wow, this looks great. Looks like some creepy reality show. C4. Great. Anything else in here? You find it, I hear that game is all about playing it on the highest difficulty, Devil May Cry. Then you really, really are forced to learn that battle system. Fantastic game. Oh, look, there's a sniper rifle right over there. So I'll get some money for it if I can reach it. How about this? Yeah! Nice. 5,400.
Huh?
I think they're starting to wake up.
Wake up!
Yep. Oh, we all just had a simultaneous nap.
Hey.
Hello, Isabel. How are you?
Wake up!
Uh-oh. The frame rate is great in tiny little moments. default settings to normal. I think that's the best way to do is like start off with it normal, but it's one of those Japanese games where it's designed to, like a Capcom game. Capcom likes to make the games replayable with an actual emphasis on replaying them. Especially with the difficulty and then mastering it. You're gonna get shot in the head. Good night to you. Easy peasy. That looks so good. Oh, no, I'm pretty good. Kind of a rough sleep, but I feel pretty good now. I'm really enjoying this level a lot more than the first.
Come on, wake up.
Isabel, this whole level here is basically Metal Gear Solid 5, if you're still interested in playing that. Infiltrating some place out in the middle of nowhere. Lots of fun gadgets. Way more open. Great camera. Lots of tech and different weapons to try out, mess with. I think the frame rate's a lot better in 5. Yeah. The door popped open. So, man, I'm so glad to get to this part. Hey, wake up. Pew. Huh? I want to get up on top of there. There's some of this awesome sleepy dart ammo. Ba-da-ba-da. Maybe inside, outside. Some kind of ladder? No? Maybe you're on the back? Nope. Maybe jump in from another roof? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I can see that the jump from PS2 to this is pretty monumental. Yeah, grab those weapons. Oh, easier to see like this.
Hey.
Yeah? Uh-oh.
Huh?
Look at these dummies. Well, that was a fun little sandbox. It almost looks like that village in Resident Evil 4. You need to roll from the next building? Okay. I guess not super worth it. It's just a little bit of ammo. Roll from the next building. Oh, from up there. See, now, the nice thing they did in Metal Gear Solid 2 was that they were constantly doing those radio reports. So if you took out too many people, especially if they were doing like a radio report, the commander would call in, ask why they haven't done a report, send more people out to investigate. Felt pretty realistic that way. Alright, let's go for it. Platforming! It didn't work. Is that the one I'm supposed to roll from? Super Mario Solid? If only I could float like Kirby. Sting like a bee. Is that one? Or there is... No, you're not going to get over that way. Octopus. A lot of octopus imagery in this. Wonder what he was watching in his downtime. Or maybe from here? Nah, it's pretty far away. That to there looks doable. That to there looks farther, but further down. Come on, Snake. No dice. Alright, that was my attempt. Unless you press triangle when you get there and he grabs onto it. That might be it. Let's try that. The new YouTube layout sucks. The screenshot's on the bottom. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. Yes, you have to scroll down to see everything. But luckily, I got the chat above my head, so at least you can see when people write something new. But yeah, it should be on the side. One more. Jump and triangle. A jump and triangle. Since Snake put this whole village to sleep, just call him the Sandman. What if you, like, orient the position a little differently or change the size of it? Are you on mobile or on a phone? Or mobile or on a computer? Alright. Jump triangle. No. Alright, that was that. Normal mode. Da-da-ba-da. Ooh, a petro bomb. Come on, Snake. Uh-oh. Take this guy out. Maybe we should take him out old school. How do you interrogate them again? Uh-oh. There's people coming. Shh. Be quiet. Are they shooting at me?
We've got company.
Or maybe just the rebels.
Fire!
That's nice that now you can take their weapons and get a bit of... get something for them, right? That's handy.
Cover!
Where are they shooting from? I think these guys are on my side. Rebels. Rebel.
Suppressing fire!
These rebels are striking back.
Fire!
Yeah, this is incredibly Metal Gear Solid 5. The way that they have all this laid out. The multi-leveled mountainside, cliffside, hut villages.
Hey.
I missed the box. It's just a box. Yeah, so now every time you take somebody down, you find a sweet dead body. Get something for it. That's nice. Kind of grinding it out.
Wake up. Come on, wake up. Who's
I don't
that?
know. What do you think it is? Comes.
Hey.
Stupid buttons. I think he's the last guy around anyway. I don't even remember this part from the last time I played it. No recollection. This part's great. How many acts are in this game? 4? Act 2. Crawl, walk, Snake. Somebody down there. Can he flip over? No. But I can maybe shoot him from here. Yeah. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, we cleaned up this area. They'll wake up soon, though. Fighting off in the distance. It gives it like a... It feels a lot bigger. Feels like a pretty large open area. The gunshots happening in the distance. Like, other things are happening. Beyond your control. I like the introduction of the second force, the rebels. And then the ability to help them or not. It's nice. How did I get up there before? Oh, Kabuki Crisp. No, you're not going up this way. There's no way he can vault up that. He's an old man. Oh, that's blocked off? What if this is a trap for Snake, this Playboy? Could be. Just running out in the open. Oh, nice. Smoke grenades. Grab some of these. You know Snake likes the smoke. Yeah. Find your way up. It's like playing Donkey Kong. How do you get up and around? Why do they have to make this so linear, this part here? So that if you jump down on one end, you gotta go all the way back around. There, that looks like a little step. Is there access for seniors around here? That's what we're looking for. Maybe a ramp. Maybe a little motorized scooter he could take. You love the lighting and the shadows? Look pretty nice. Upsy daisies. Come on, Snake. Have you played early contenders for Game of the Year? Well, you were talking about Celeste. It might be like a nice indie small scale one of the year.
Snake, there's someone I'd like you to meet. A member of the mission staff. A psychological counselor.
Psychological counselor?
A lot of soldiers can't handle the stress of battle, end up panicking. She'll be useful in helping you understand the mindset of both the PMC and rebel soldiers.
She?
Rosemary.
Nice to meet you, Snake.
This is Rosemary. She used to work as a data analyst at the Pentagon, but moved to combat support during the Big Shell incident.
Yeah. She was in charge of Jack's files, wasn't she?
After that, she studied psychology. And now she's a counselor with CSP, the Combat Stress Platoon.
Yeah, I hear psychological counseling's the hot field these days. Increased combat efficiency and productivity, all without ever picking up a gun.
I'll be acting as your personal counselor on this mission. Since the passing of the new millennium, one of the most important issues facing today's military is the mental care of its soldiers. I can also provide advice on soldier psychology from a threat assessment perspective. Contact me anytime. I'll be standing by here at home with Roy, but I'm on a different circuit. The frequency is 147.79.
Her advice will have a positive effect on your psych gauge. Survival on the battlefield depends on your psychological well-being. Lose your cool and your body stops doing what you tell it to. Even a veteran soldier like you.
I know. Mind, body, technique. Some things haven't changed with time.
When your psyche is running low, ask her for advice. It'll help keep you in peak condition and focused on the mission.
By the way, Colonel, isn't that your house?
Well, yes.
Then the woman you married, the one that Meryl was talking about.
Is Rosemary, yes. Didn't I tell you before?
News to me. What about Jack?
Jack?
Jack, from Foxhound. Codename Raiden. I seem to remember him being engaged to Rose.
Oh, we lost all trace of him.
Jack's gone. I used to work with the guy. He saved Sonny from the Patriots.
He disappeared soon after that.
What about you? Jack disappeared and you just moved in on Rose?
I was consoling her over her loss, and one thing just led to another.
Yeah.
She's young enough to be your daughter.
Yeah, lucky me, huh?
Now I see why Meryl was so disgusted.
Meryl said something about me.
Yeah, I believe her words were, "I'll never forgive that womanizing piece of shit."
I see.
Colonel, you knew she was our informant in the Middle East, didn't you? Was it you who put her up to it?
Yes. I used my connections in the Army to get Meryl the job.
You wanted your daughter someplace where you could keep an eye on her.
Look, everybody involved in the incident at Shadow Moses either lost their job and status, or in the case of Meryl and Mei Ling, got brushed aside. Meryl wanted to make a comeback, a difference. We can't all be as strong as you, Snake. Some of us can't bear living like pariahs.
Since Shadow Moses, I've been branded a criminal.
I think of it as my own small way of making it up to my daughter. My own flesh and blood. In any case, call Rosemary if you ever need advice.
All right. Yeah, Red Dead. I haven't played through the whole thing, but I mean, that was a monument. A lot of people would say that's their best game of the generation. I thought the combat was a bit lame because you could just lock onto everything. But you could probably turn that off, and then maybe it's either more interesting or worse. Maybe sometimes you have these design features that are in place for a very good reason. Like, for example, like the enemy soldiers in most Metal Gear Solid games not being able to see you. Like having terrible vision. After a while, if you, like when you crank this one up to hard in that first act, they see from so far away, you think, oh, there actually isn't a very good way to hide. Maybe some people are able to do that, no problem, but I wasn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I see some light. Walking snake. Ooh, compress. It seems like a lot of the systems they set up in here are designed for more of an open world game, like monitoring your stress, cranking it, like kind of grinding up these weapons for points. It all works better in Metal Gear Solid 5. What? On their side.
Understood. Stand by. Sending reinforcements now.
You put on the cape. What's the cape? How do you do that? Is that in an item? Cape. I see recovery, mission support. What's on the cape? What do you mean the cape? The can? I don't know. Or is that under... It didn't look like it was under camouflage. Chest. Huh. I don't know what this cape is. Come on, Snake, crawl for your life. Looks like they're running into their own problems up there.
Back me up!
Alright, Snake. Hide like a snake in the grass. The one you had in the first chapter. Cape. My memory's awful. I'm trying to remember who Sunny is. So Sunny is Olga's daughter, right? And the Patriots took her away and forced Olga to work for them. And then...
Hey! We're under attack! Hey!
Too easy. There you go. Guard pile. Like a dog pile, but better. For me. Yeah, I would. Uh-oh. Red Dead still holds up, Isabel. The storytelling, the ambiance, still looks really good, too. Especially for an open world game, where you have to make some concessions. It's great. It's very, very, very long. It's a long game. But worth going through, for sure. And it's got a really drawn out but great ending. Well, that I haven't played, but everybody talks pretty highly of. No, not him.
Snake.
How do you talk to anybody else? Rosemary.
Oh, hi, Snake.
Rose.
There doesn't seem to be any problem with your psych. So far, so good. Proceed with the mission.
Got it.
Snake, the gauge below your life gauge is your psych gauge.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Then you'll hear it.
HQ. This is HQ. All clear. Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
Yeah, it seems like all the systems they set up in this, the different gauges, the currency system, would work so much better in a longer open world game, but then splitting it up in these chapters, it feels like they never get a chance to get going, so you have to... You spend all this time talking about something boring with Rosemary. Jeremy, hello from Twitch. I think in a game this short, like most Metal Gear Solid games, every moment matters. So you want to have cutscenes, have tension. You want to have them mean something. Like when Bravely Forward was talking about Metal Gear Solid 2 and he said that every line of dialogue matters and it's Shakespearean. That makes sense. But in this, there's so much dialogue that's more ambient and more designed to feel realistic, like realistic conversations. But in a game that's not 40 hours or plus, realism becomes mundane and boring, where you want to have... You don't want to have cutscenes of people just eating eggs and hanging out and talking. In an open world game, or like Final Fantasy 15, that works because it's so much longer. So you want to have those moments, that downtime. But this is a stealth action game. You're supposed to be pushing forward and everything should mean something more. But this is sort of a halfway between that action game and more of a drawn-out open world game. The systems just don't really work. Oop. Better reload. So it's a funny, style of game, that's for sure. Now you're still funneled down this corridor. Like Snake Eater. So, this is sort of like the Snake Eater and what will become Phantom Pain style. So what was Metal Gear Solid 1? Or, sorry, what was Act 1? That was... that felt pretty unique to this game.
Who is this? Snake. That voice. There's an ambush ahead. Government and PMC troops. You could be shot from anywhere. Watch your surroundings. Look to the distance.
Is this... Jack?
Jack is dead. Snake. I'm at your side.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, MGS5... This story is a lot better than MGS5, for sure. Because MGS5 doesn't really have a story. It's because they're trying to cram it into... Kojima was so obsessed with making it a part of the canon that he found one spot he could tell some story that he didn't already do with Peace Walker, that he didn't already do with Ground Zeroes. He jammed it all in one final spot before the first Metal Gear. And it actually works. But there's only room for like one twist that he tells at the end. There's a little bit of
PMC
wide
sniper.
stuff.
Keep your eyes peeled. Keep low and stay behind cover.
PKM. But I didn't play the game for the story. They decided to just basically give up on it and just have a nice open world spot with lots of little mini stories here. But yeah, there's nothing really all that interesting. There's the child soldiers mission that never really goes far enough. So this is, again, very much like Snake Eater, where we have some kind of sniper out in the woods. Use the sniper to snipe him out. Saw me. Ooh. 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 I don't want to take down the rebels. So who saw me? Yeah, they could have done a lot more with Eli and Mantis. I mean, 5 feels undone. Like they didn't finish it. It was pretty obvious at that point they didn't. Yeah, for sure in MGS5. But it's, I enjoyed it. I think he maybe took the criticisms of this game too far to heart. He kind of did away with all the story. There's some interesting like little boss battles and stuff, but 5 is more of a like feeling and tone and very, very little dialogue. Other than conversations you hear while you're creeping around and beating up on bases, which is the best part of the game. They let you listen to that at your own... on your own time. Which is nice. Yeah, I thought 5 was really, really fun. Did you just play that recently from the PS Plus, or did you play that before? Is that somebody up there? Binos. There they are. Hello. You're dead. What? Is that the only one? Oh, nice. Oh, it was my favorite game of that year. You know, not perfect. And Konami did their best to screw that game up, but man, was it great. In terms of just raw fun. It seems like there's a bullet coming from over here. Huh? Up there? I mean, the visuals in this game are pretty outstanding. Is that somebody? No? Maybe there was just the one. So even the music here, the woodwind sounds, that James Bondy type down 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 down, or like more Mission Impossible style music, very Snake Eater, and even the sepia tone to give it that more of like 60s 70s look. They put Peace Walker and backwards compatibility at not 2 and 3. Maybe they're working their way up to it. Maybe it was easier. It's a smaller game. Less for them to do. Might just be a time thing. Because with the backwards compatibility, they don't make any direct money off that, right? So maybe they just thought it'd be... That's a smarter way for them to do it for now. This is always silenced. And puts them to sleep. The best gun in the game. Hopefully you get 2 and 3 on there. Oh my god, could you imagine it? Maybe they want to do something special with the upscaling. Because I think even the Xbox One S can do upscaling. I talked myself into getting a PS4 Pro and then decided maybe not. And then I thought maybe Xbox One S for that backwards compatibility with the upscaling. And you've also got the Game Pass, which is pretty amazing. But then, there are some pretty great games coming out this year. Like Spider-Man, Last of Us 2, Red Dead 2. And I assume that those are probably going to run a lot better on a PS4 Pro. Probably. So would I. Normal. Look how far away we can probably hit this guy with this pistol. Boop. There, he got hit. I guess we could probably use this thing. Not in the stomach! Oof. Oh. Wow. Sorry, guy. A lot of this does feel like 5. It has that same kind of look. Oops. There we go. It's funny, I don't recall this completely has gone from my mind. You know, I saw on Reddit today that Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle has long-term memory loss and he doesn't remember being on that show. Which for anyone else would be... You know, when you see documentaries of people talking about the shows they've been on, they have such a photographic memory of that stuff because it was such a large part of their life. Like, when else are you going to be doing something like that where you're one of the biggest celebrities in the world? You got a hit show. He was buying all those race cars and he was this kid. Reload. Hey. Don't hit him in the hat. How long is this gonna go? Brain damage? I don't know.
Snake, you don't know which way to go? Check your radar. It'll tell you where to go.
Okay. So when you fight people, it makes him all stressed out. He's Solid Snake. The whole point is that he doesn't ever get stressed out by stuff like this. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Man, this makes me want to play 5. If they could have just combined the story of this with the huge world of 5. Don't worry about it, guy. Just admiring his handiwork. Yep. I really got them. Get in there. Yeah. He's built pretty well for an old guy. A nice grenade. Hey! I'm in the foxhole. That's not fair. Ah!
Snake, respond. Snake. Snake.
Oh, it doesn't have the pew gun sound when you press continue. Oh, good God. Are these guys going to attack me again? Where was that guy? Way up there somewhere. Maybe I can buy the Trank one now from Drebin's shop. Huh? Or does it take away all that money that I've made? Mosin Nagint. 60,000. No good.
Careful. Huh? Okay.
Sniper.
Reinforcements should be here soon. Oh, it was you.
Yes, it was me. Oh, there he is. Can pop his little head up.
Snake, PMC sniper. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep low and stay behind cover.
Ooh, 2 of them. 2 of those little hats. Oh, it's like whack-a-mole. Are they ducking down because they see me, maybe? Maybe. That might be why. This is going all over the place. I think it's because they see me. Because I'm out in the open, man. I'll be out in the open. Maybe Frankie Muniz has brain damage. Maybe I have brain damage. If so, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Maybe. Oh, you're dead. Never give away your position. Whoa! There's a second one up there. There's this little buddy. Maybe not there anymore. Oh, I like that I can finally shuffle to the side. I've never actually played through Red Dead Redemption. That might be a nice one to try again on the channel. It's so long though. I think I got to like the first side plot and then couldn't find something. Couldn't find some people. You guys, you're doing terrible. Yeah, whack-a-mole. Look at... Oh, I like how they look down. Still makes them feel alive. They're pretty trusting. Shoot a couple people. They go, all right, this guy that we don't know that has a gun that's right beside us that could kill us. Guess he's on our side. I don't have one of those stupid hats that those guys are wearing. Rule number 1, don't rage quit. Yes, just take a breath, take a day, come back to it later. That's what we gotta do. That's what I did with Nier Automata, and it turned out to be one of my favorite games of that year. Route B has been a bit of a grind. I don't have as much of a... Because it's so similar, I don't really have that draw to go back to it. But I'd like to see the rest of it where it gets different. It's just not as interesting up front. What the hell? That's right, you don't want to rage quit. You never know. Final Fantasy 15, I didn't rage quit, but I sort of gave up on it. But it wasn't the right time for me to play it. I'm glad I waited.
Snake, you don't know which way to go? Check your
I'm shooting people.
Tell you where to go.
Otacon, it's really fun. Yeah. I think they're going to keep coming back. I think they're just going to keep on coming. The Mark II. Don't ever continue playing if you're on tilt. That's right. Alleyway. If you're on tilt. If you're on tilt. Is that some new way the kids talk? Alleyway? I'm invisible. Yeah. P Armament. Private. PMCs. Got those weapons. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. They take you down pretty quick, these guys. Don't worry about it. Gotta grab that. Gotta get it! Epic name, bro. Had an awesome video about Nier Automata, but he put it to private whenever it's public. Oh, really? Hmm. Yeah, I'll check it out. Loading. Loading something. Bum, bum, bum. All right. You know, this part is coming back to me because when I played Metal Gear Solid 3 for the first time, I was kind of having flashbacks to this part, getting them confused. Especially when he runs into the bosses. Time for a smoke, Snake.
Yo, over here. You. Come on, hop in. It's getting rough out there. I don't think so.
No monkeys. Or no smoking. Ooh. He's fine with the monkey. Hey. Snake smokes off the ground, out in the wild. Ah. Where'd you put that?
We
Special hiding place?
You've been following me.
You seem like an interesting guy, so I decided to check you out. Sit down. A lot of legends about you out there in the intel community, especially in the CIA. You know those nanomachines I injected you with back in the Middle East? They let me track your location. B&Bs are here. Things are about to get hairy.
B&Bs?
Bed and breakfast.
You never heard of them? They're Beauty and the Beast. Together they're called the B&B Corps. They're a squad of enhanced female soldiers, belong to the PMCs. Anytime there's a mess that needs cleaning up, they're on the scene leading the elites.
That's a female?
Probably freelancers hired by the PMCs. They run out of a separate parent organization. Guess it's time for good old Drebin to let you in on a few things. Ever since you showed up in the Middle East, the B&B Corps has got orders to kill. Their #1 priority is to eliminate some guy on sight. A guy named, Solid Snake. But from where I'm sitting, Old Snake seems a little more appropriate.
Old, huh?
I think they brought that psyche down too quick for the joke.
That's the bad news. Word on the street says that beneath those ugly-ass suits, the B&Bs are real babes. Drop dead gorgeous. They also say each one of them's been traumatized by war. Badly. They weren't even soldiers to begin with, you know. More like victims of war. They suffered shell shock on the battlefield. Post-traumatic. It damaged their minds pretty much beyond repair. So the only way they could cope with the reality of battle was to become war machines themselves. The remnants of their human side are buried deep within. The beast, that's what you see on the outside. War transforms a snake into beasts.
War bad. War bad. Toys more fun. War bad.
War transforms us.
Transforms us. War bad.
But deep within that shell, something human survives. A fragile, scarred heart. Without a shell to protect it, it's like the yolk of an egg.
Symbolism.
Word going round is their natural flesh and blood bodies can't survive in the open for more than a few minutes. And they've been convinced that by killing Snake, their minds will be cleansed. They think it's gonna free them from all the pain, and all the fury, and all the sorrow. Which makes these babes pretty much obsessed with killing you.
Story of his life.
4 B&Bs have been identified so far. The one you just saw was Raging Raven. There's also Laughing Octopus, the master of mimicry, and Crying Wolf. She runs on 4 legs. And finally, the mistress of mind control, Screaming Mantis.
They always go back.
Mantis?
Yeah. There used to be a guy by that name in the US military. A Russian psychic. He could control people's minds. I guess she inherited the title.
I know who that is.
She keeps the other B&B's minds in check with her powers.
Octopus, Raven, Wolf, Mantis.
You got it. They're the Snake Hound unit, and they've got you in their sights. Shit. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
Drebin. I thought no one was supposed to be able to hack into the system. Are you with the Patriots?
No, sir. I ain't no lale-lule. I mean, I'm no patriot.
You can say patriot. I guess that means you're clean, right?
The nanomachines I got in me are different from the military kind. No speech restrictions for me.
What the hell are these Patriots? Are they human?
Not anymore, they ain't. They're the law of this world, created over the course of history. They're what holds this world together, keeps this whole mess in check.
It's very quiet.
Our formula. We are the very discipline and law that Americans invoke so often.
The Patriots are America, the world's greatest military power. are the war economy. Which makes you and me just cogs in a much grander schematic. I mean, someone obviously had to start the whole thing at the beginning. But now their law has taken on a life of its own.
A life of its own?
Yep. The country, the war economy, it ain't run by people. It's run by the system. No need for high-level decision-making authority. It's all handled by a massive, yet simple information processing system. An AI. It works just like natural law. The world's a much simpler place than most folks realize. Every aspect of the Patriot system is closely monitored by 3 peripheral AIs and a core AI that ties them all together. The SOP system is one part of that. It's all backed up by a foolproof control system. So not even yours truly can sneak inside the Patriot's AIs.
What if, hypothetically, someone found a way?
If they could fool the IDS.
Someone.
I guess they could use it as a haven to lay low.
Haven?
You know, like a tax haven. In the internet society, we have net havens, data havens. A haven is someplace where social conventions and the rules of the net don't apply. Back in the 20th century, the super rich would open bank accounts in countries without income tax laws. Not a bad way to evade paying taxes. Now we've got us a society where everybody's DNA and personal info is totally controlled by the nanomachines inside their bodies. Won't be long before people start using havens to escape from ID control. I guess you could say my gun laundering kind of borrows from the haven concept, after a fashion. Even so, good luck finding a way to access the Patriots' AIs from the outside. It's absolutely impossible. No chance in hell. Like I said, there's no breaking into those AIs from the outside.
But Liquid's got something in mind. You sure there's no way?
I'm just a gun launderer. Only reason I'm interested in you is because you start a lot of fires. All right then. You need me? Just give me a ring. Go on. Get your ass back inside. Now! I have you.
I don't know if he lost interest. I think he lost the ability to do the voice very well. To kind of talk like this, it's hard. And maybe he tried to make Big Boss sound different. Okay, just dump me out here in the middle of the day. Wind chimes, fool.
When the government needed control restored to the sector, they know who to call. Piedra Ormond. Outfitted with a comprehensive array of the latest high-tech weaponry, our armored octopi are ideally suited to any and all combat situations.
My stress level is high. It's weird that I can pause the game, but the voice keeps going. And Sonny's still doing stuff over here. I liked Kiefer as Big Boss. Thought he sounded good. Definitely sounds like more of a big boss than Hater. Hater's so much more campy, which worked great for Snake. And even in, I think he tried to get him for a Snake Eater too. Kojima did, but he couldn't do it. He's always had an obsession with Hollywood. Big Hollywood actors' names. Whereas I mean, Hader is a Hollywood guy. He wrote the first 2 scripts to the X-Men movies. What am I doing? Shooting these guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna try to get my level down by talking to that lady.
Yes, Snake?
Just here for my checkup.
You're starting to get pretty low on psych.
Yeah, I know.
Snake, what makes you tense? Stressors, the factors that cause stress, can be divided into several types. They can be psychological, social, biological, chemical, or physical. In battlefield terms, that corresponds to the presence of enemies, the battlefield environment, biological and chemical weapons.
Oh God. That was horrible.
Huh? What?
Yeah. Oh God. Snake, I'm gonna give you a... It's like she's reading from a pamphlet on how to manage stress. When you're so bored in a doctor's office, you read a pamphlet that makes you even more bored. You decided it'll be more fun to stare at a wall. Although now we all have phones, so waiting in a doctor's office isn't that bad. Notice road rage has gone down because when people are stuck in traffic, they just check their phone. We know never to call her again, but they force you to call her because they say you have to do that to lower your stress thing. Or your psyche or whatever. Stress is 80. How do I get rid of that? Smoke? How do you lower the stress? I don't know. His back hurts. Really does feel like an old man. Good. Maybe that's what he needed. He had a sore back. Maybe she would have given me the answer there too. About stressors. But it really makes his aim crap.
We're under attack!
Great. So I have to keep calling, I think. To get my psyche up. But she didn't get my psyche up. Our pets' heads are falling off. Our pets' heads are falling off. Our pets' heads are falling off. Our pets' heads.
Hey.
What? Our pets' heads.
Rise and shine.
Uh-oh. Sleeping gas mine? That sounds kind of fun. Oh, when they have the little birdie with the tape? Hey, birdie, little birdie. Our pets' heads are falling off. Mm-hmm. Let's try that sleeping glass mine. Sleeping glass. Maybe gas. I want to buy ammo. Sleeping gas mine. That'll be kind of fun. Instead of a Playboy. RPG. Operator. Hello, operator. I want to buy some ammo. Good. Oh, yeah, look at that. Easy peasy. Beautiful.
We're under attack!
Don't worry about it. And don't step on this mine. What are you doing?
HQ, HQ.
This is HQ.
We're under attack.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Go around that way. Step on it. Where'd that other guy go?
Who's that?
Like the mines. Saying everything is going wrong. Snake. Oh, I gotcha. Now I'm caught up with you. Oh, Lloyd. You ever see that Saturday Night Live when Jeff Bridges or whoever plays the blonde guy, not Jim Carrey, in that movie. They bring him on like a movie thing, and they set up all these clips from his career. Like, here's a very dramatic moment from one of your films. A very powerful piece. And then it's always just him pooping into that toilet scene over and over and over.
This is HQ. All clear. Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
Hey.
We're under attack!
You get a new weapon from every time. Every damn time. God, I totally forget about this part. This part's great. I wonder if we should have opened with this part. Maybe I would have had a different opinion on the first one if I didn't start on difficult. Even still, it was just sort of it was too linear. Maybe if they could have made the city bigger so that you could approach it from more of an open angle in some ways. They have a huge advantage in their nanomachines. Huge advantage. Sand in a wheelchair. What's that regain stuff do? Probably something useful. Regain. I don't know, pal. Let's try it. Oh, put it right there. Let's go on over. Regain. Restores life and psyche when consumed. Good. Got one more guy over here. Yeah. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. There's a lot of different weapons out here. I'm looking for doubles, baby. Why would I need any of that stuff when I can just snipe people in the head with a tranq thing and buy unlimited ammo for it? You know? What's the point? I guess just to come back and play it again and shoot grenades all around, set off mines, that kind of deal.
Snake, can you hear me?
This is Jack, isn't it?
I am Raiden. Jack is no more.
Where are you now?
I'm right beside you.
Raiden, where have you been all this time? What have you been doing?
On a mission. Finding something. For someone.
Finding what?
The corpse. Of Big Boss.
What?
I was asked to do this in exchange for Sonny's location.
Liquid?
No. The leader of a small resistance group. Her followers call her Matka Pluku.
Matka Pluku? Big Mama.
We'll finish this later. I'll follow your trail and catch up with you.
Wait, what about Big Boss's body?
It's with her now.
Her?
Matka Pluku.
What's going on, Snake?
Rose, I just got a call from Raiden. It sounds like he's close by.
Jack?
Yeah.
Did he seem okay?
Yeah, as far as I could tell from his voice.
Sure, yeah.
Really? That's great. Snake, I have a favor to ask.
What?
Don't let him know I'm involved in this operation, okay? I think it would be best to just leave him alone for now.
What happened between you and Jack?
After the Big Shell incident, he became unstable. Memories began to resurface from his childhood when he fought for Solidus in the Liberian Civil War. And in the midst of all of that, the baby we had together, it hadn't even been born yet. Jack slowly stopped coming home. And when he did, he'd be dead drunk, sometimes covered in cuts and bruises. Roy was worried. He was Jack's commanding officer. But Jack just avoided him. I was all alone. And Roy was so kind to me. He's the one who encouraged me to become a counselor. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but I needed to get over it. To move on with my life. I'm worried about him, of course, but I'm also afraid of him.
All right. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Thank you, Snake.
Yeah. Raiden. He sounds okay? I guess he sounds okay. What are these? Shoot you with this gun before you can see me. Don't worry, you're not the only one. It's the enemy. It's Solid Snake. He could be famous by now, especially among mercs. He was so kind. Reminds me of the shows that Stella watches. People always cheat on each other, and the excuse is always, it just happened. I couldn't help it. I spent time with them until I developed feelings for them. How was I to know that was going to happen? You ever watch shows where they tell their person they're with, yes, I do have feelings for someone else? How do you say that? They say it like they have to. I have lots of feelings. I don't talk about them. Keep them to yourself. I have feelings. And for you too. Both of you. I have to choose. Really? Walking into a room, tripped. You know the rest.
Something there?
Exactly. It just happened. Well, yeah. If you've ever developed feelings for anyone in your life, you know that's how those things happen. You need to avoid those situations. Rose. He gave her a nice older name, Rosemary, so she sounds more like his age.
This is HQ.
It's Roy and Rosemary.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Be extra with your caution. Very, very extra. Solid eye. And a battery. What if the battery could be powered by movement? What if, you know? That'd be really nice. No, very Snake Eater. This part is so much better than the first act. Should have been most of the game like this. It's so Snake Eater though. Crawling underneath buildings. So dark.
HQ.
This is HQ.
All clear.
Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
Oh. Let's get some of that. Let's have a regain. Compress for Snake's aching back. Oh, yeah. Snake, I feel for you. I tweaked my back once. It's terrible. Uh-oh. I think I have that awesome third-person camera. Where'd he go? Don't get up, Snake. Where was that? Is this the same hole in the floor? No, it's a different one. I think the same room, though. Oh, look how fast the frame rate is here. Almost. Right there. Look at that. That's probably like 60 frames. It'll never be like that again. Say goodbye to it. Hello, guy.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
The enemy!
Gotta be faster than that. get your holes mixed up. Ink with yet another fantastic entry line. Bravo. He's probably waiting all morning for that one. A silent sniper rifle. Oh, look at the frame rate here. Whoa. Just there. Just there. It's really good. How you doing, Inky? Are you still lost in every single game you're playing? Is that a metaphor for life? You take on more than you can chew and you get lost in life.
It's gonna save us now. Damn.
I'm going to shoot you with this gun in the head. First I'm gonna reload. Solid snake of street.
Enemy contact!
Hi.
Oh, it's you again.
They love him. Alright guys, go out there, cause a ruckus. With your awesome French berets. I think they did a great one of that in Arrested Development, because in Arrested Development they would often show the different perspective. So when somebody was making like a grand entrance, they show them hiding before, maybe clumsily doing it. Like Gene Parmesan or Job. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Well, that was nice. I got a sniper rifle. That's the right way. Ooh, a cave of some sort. It's a mine. Underground. Made some progress and Link to the Past with the video walkthrough help. What was the problem? What had you, Could you have figured it out on your own? Did you not talk to enough villagers? Didn't give you enough hints? Boop. Oh, sorry if anyone was hoping for some Nier Automata, like I said I'd come back and do yesterday. I ended up having to do some plumbing. I bought myself a plumbing snake. There's a bunch of clay or something in our pipes, so I learned about our pipes. It was actually kind of fun. It's fun to learn about that stuff. Then you don't have to hire a plumber. Save a lot of money. It's interesting. Alright, what was that? What was the one that I got with the silencer on it? Why did I spend all this money on an SVD? When I got this thing, silenced sniper rifle. Yeah! Collect 3 pendants. Got first, but couldn't access the second. Oh, it's one of those, is it? You're gonna die, you are gonna go.
What? Who was that? Who was that?
Who was that masked man?
This is HQ.
Hey. An unknown position.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
You guys rebels? Rebels scum. Rebels. I get him? Ah, you shouldn't have stopped, guy. Is that how you would act if you got hit by 3 sniper shots in a row? You would just stand there and wonder, where's that coming from? Lots of secrets and hidden passages in Zelda. That's your favorite. It's nice that somebody built a little bike path up here for Snake to walk along. Go. Uh-oh. Reload, Snake. Hey. It's a bit graphic to watch that, eh? Mortar. What are you? I gotta get hit by a mortar? Hey. There they are. You gotta move your position, man. It's like Battlefield. You can't just sit in one spot or some jerk with a sniper rifle. Some camping sniper is gonna nail you. Why did it say master on him? Is he the master of these guys? Go. Are you okay? You want me to pick your brains up? I can. I'll put them in a little bag. Send them to your mom. Joe's admired your brains. Master key for a weapon. Seems like they come forever. You hit. Great last words. Damn it, that guy got his brains blown out. He was my friend. Huh? Oh. Oh. Why's that guy sound like such a jerk? Hey, why'd it go dark all of a sudden? What's going on? That was weird. Is that just the game doing that? Oh, we need to buy some more ammo. VSS. Ammo. No. Triangle. That's worth 2,400 points. This thing makes it pretty easy. Oh, I could throw a sweet grenade at those guys. I wanna shoot ya. Oh, this frame rate. Do I need to... They have a master key as in to let me get into something, maybe? Hey. There we go. One time I shot a bear like this with a scope. Got him right in the neck.
You okay?
It went down so quietly, I didn't even realize it was an animal. I thought, oh, maybe I just hit a piece of wood. But nope, got over there. There it was. Dead bear. The only animal I've ever shot. Lost interest. I don't really want to kill animals that aren't trying to kill me. Yeah, it just respawns them because they're an army. That's their deal. They're an army force. Can you imagine getting shot in the shoe? Oh, you get hit by a mortar anyway. So I can't collect all those weapons, unfortunately. Are you hit? Have a look. Huh? All these generic guys getting sniped. It's like I'm playing Fortnite. Nobody wanted to pay for cosmetics.
Snake, the rebels have got an armored dozer. They're probably going to use it to bust their way into the mansion. Give it some cover and it might get you inside the compound.
Okay. Sure. I think we already did that. Fantastic. Love it. I got a cramp. Oh, I got a bad cramp in my leg. I got an itchy back. Slow break dancing. Slow break dancing is slow. Suppressing fire. Hey, he's on our side. Maybe I can go back and collect all those weapons. Hey, watch out for the mortars. Ah. Jeez. I don't want to get hit by one of those. Seems to be far less. Nice trench you guys built here. Great workmanship. I love it. Where's that mortar coming from? Can we see him? Sounds close. Uh-oh! Low battery! What am I gonna do? I better ask Phil Lamar what to do. Better grab another battery. Okay. Phil Lamar, did you take good care of them? Yes, I did. Thank you, Phil Lamar. All right, we're back with a black controller. I'm perfectly camouflaged. Hey. Where'd he go? These poor guys.
We've got company.
All right. It's fun fighting with the rebels.
Naomi's lab is somewhere inside those mansion grounds. Proceed immediately. Infiltrate the place and find out where she is.
This is probably the best part of the game. Wouldn't you say?
Suppressing fire.
What was my answer? Is it respawning enemies? Yes, it was, because they are an army and they have huge resources. That's why. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Ew. Yeah! Right in the bloody head. Music. Music over here. You know, it kind of goes to my theory of you're much more willing to forget a crappy beginning to a game if the rest of it and the ending is really good. Like Final Fantasy 13. I have such a high regard for that game, even though the beginning is pretty much awful. But Prey, I'm starting to go down on because the ending is not so great. In this game, it's like I'm slowly forgetting. Can you do this in stealth? Well, they haven't seen me. The fighting you're hearing is because there's a rebel force that's also fighting that we've freed. So yeah, you can do this in stealth. We are doing it stealthy. I haven't been seen. It's just the rebels that have been seen. So yeah, we're very, very stealthy. It's a very, very stealth indeed. Hello, guy. Oh, they're the good guys. Blue is good. Okay. We are killing them.
Go! Back me up! Move!
Red hat means good. What? She's somewhere over there? Not in this house? This house is just for decoration, man? Is that it? And that's all? Just for decoration? I think they just keep spawning out of this building. Can we get in there? It looks like you can kind of get in there. Ooh. Very nice. That reminds me of GTA when you walk into houses like this. I don't know why. Going back to your home base in Vice City. Whenever you take a game that's supposed to be an open world action game and then you're all of a sudden inside, blasting open doors. Why do video games take place outside? You guys having a party in here? Where'd that shot come from? Don't shoot me, I'm a good guy. Oh, nice. So many beautiful things in here. Did they model this whole building just so you could run around and pick up a few items? That sounds like somebody inside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Get him, Snake. They're all low.
Understood. Stand by. Sending reinforcements now.
I think my charger was charging. What am I gonna do? Need to find a charger. We'll just ride this one out. Maybe the other one's charging as we speak. Oh boy. Old Snake missed. shouldn't have ever come into this stupid house. Ugh. Was that on the box? On what box? On the box? What box? Ooh, mortars.
We got company.
These are great. Rebels, rebels. Ooh. Ooh, this game does not like this. Oh, God. I think that was the biggest thing about switching to PS4 is that you could model these huge areas. On the box when I paused. Oh, that was Phil Lamar from Mad TV. He does the voice of Vamp and a lot of other voices in games and animations. He's just a interesting looking guy. What do you mean, alert? Nobody saw me. This isn't gonna end well. Like a hidden cam thing? Oh, that's Sunny. She was a war orphan who was held captive by the Patriots. And then the good guys rescued her and raised her as their own. And she's a genius with computers and robots. How do I get the hell out of here? So she's back in the base just making food. That's all she does. She makes food. And she can crack codes and stuff. There is no big map. Or is there? I'm looking. I can't believe I was looking to the left for a map and I didn't even see that map in front of me. You need to go this way, Snake. How do I get there? Maybe through a hidden thing in the building, maybe? Or you go down this way. And over. Otacon. It's a bit creepy.
The lab where they're making Naomi do her research is somewhere inside. First things first, find a way to get inside that mansion. The rebels have pushed their way.
I was. Back in the mansion now. You'll find a secret path. Grab a sweet little, nothing. Alright, where's Naomi? Where is the Joker? We've already been through all these places. Nice drums. Boom, boom. That belly dancing drum that Khaled was telling us about. Playboy, he ain't dead. Come on, guys. Alright, I'm inside, Otacon. I'm picking up things I can sell, that's good, but where do we go from here? Maybe back to this rooftop where I was firing the mortars, where I was seen. And maybe you can... Oh, what's this? Hidden spot, maybe? Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Ooh. Wonderful. This is what we were after. I was so close. Is that a lamp moving with the shocks of the explosions? Or somebody's flashlight? Whoa, I got so many grenades. I bet you we got a boss fight coming up. A ladder. What a friend. Good morning, bonjour, comment ça va? Catherine Folvey. She's here. Yep. Longer one today. We had a shorter one yesterday. What a thrill with darkness surrounding. Look behind you, Snake. What a thrill. Flowers.
Then we'll have to make a lot of changes. Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's right.
We'll need another go at it.
And you're so supreme.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yes. I've taken care of it. Yes, I understand, but...
So that's how Snake does it. Oh yes, still shredding. Oh yes.
Yes, the next test.
Naomi.
And things on your end? I see. We're on schedule here as well. I know.
Oh.
Me too. Until then.
She's addicted to her phone. When she hangs up, it hurts. Oh, better.
Naomi.
Snake.
Snake.
I knew you'd come. You and I, neither of us can escape our fate. I haven't seen you since Shadow Moses. How long? 10 years? 9. And Dr. Emmerich, is he with you?
Why?
I thought he'd be the only one able to open the mail I sent. Not many people could recognize 4D sound data in a Soliton radar file.
Sonny did.
How is the good doctor?
Otacon's fine. He's the same as ever.
Otacon? I see.
Who were you just talking to?
Liquid. Although I suppose he's really Ocelot, from a medical standpoint.
I thought he was here.
He's not, at the moment.
Where are all the guards?
They know I won't escape. I'm powerless to resist. I have no choice but to cooperate.
Naomi. What happened in the Middle East?
What you saw was the soldiers' emotions run amok.
Another product of the system.
You don't trust me?
I'm not sure yet.
And if I answer your question?
Let's hear it first.
Liquid. We thought the SOP was an ID control system designed primarily to maintain order and control in battle.
Huh.
And we were right. But only partially. SOP had another function. To control people's senses.
Their sense of smell? Or?
The nanomachines inside soldiers' bodies adapt to different conditions.
Oh good, more learning.
Promoting the release of neurotransmitters, hormones, and stimulants, giving them an edge in battle. They can create an artificial combat high by releasing endorphins at the same time a soldier kills an enemy. Or they can suppress hormones to neutralize the soldier's emotions, prevent them from panicking and engaging in friendly fire or needless massacres.
Get them addicted.
It's all controlled by the system's core AI. It artificially controls the soldier's pain, emotion, senses, in other words, the essence of his being. The skyrocketing demands of the war economy have fueled the demand for more soldiers and more fighting. This in turn led to the development of technologies to rapidly improve their combat abilities and control their actions. The system ensures a steady supply of battle-optimized soldiers at a minimum of cost. But you, of all people, must understand, Snake, that unlike combat technique, a soldier's senses can't be taught. They must be earned through experience.
Does this have something to do with that test of yours?
The goal was to release the soldiers' nanomachines from the system, but we didn't know about the mental control.
And the nanomachines went berserk?
No. Our test was a success. At least it confirmed our hypothesis at the time. Just as we predicted, the nanomachines stopped functioning, and the PMC soldiers were freed from the grips of the system. But the moment the system stopped, all the pain and fury and sorrow, all the trauma and stress, all the hatred, regret, guilt, all the sensations that had been suppressed were unleashed within their hearts. Their memories, unlike their senses, weren't erased. Each enemy soldier they'd killed, each lost comrade, each threat of violence against the innocent, every act of war they'd committed was etched firmly in their hearts. In suppressing the user's mind, the nanomachines exact a heavy burden on his heart. The user's body rejects the nanomachines. This reaction must then be suppressed with drugs. Before the user knows it, his mind is in complete shambles. Snake. Remember Frank?
Frank Yeager. Gray Fox.
They twisted his body for their experiments and nullified his broken heart with nanomachines. SOP has taken it even further and applied it to living human beings. The sins of war these soldiers carried inside them returned to assault them in the form of unimaginable shell shock. The meaning in the system may have changed, but the battlefield hasn't. Until that point, war was like a game to them. And then suddenly, reality came crashing down.
What a thrill.
Ordinarily, our hearts are hardened through experience. Even the most grizzled veterans live with an inescapable guilt they've had to overcome bit by bit through the years. And even then, it never truly goes away. For a mind lacking that essential experience, it was simply too much to bear.
But what about me?
Snake with the big block.
I've never been under the system's control.
The amount of resources put into her boob jiggle
That's why I want to examine your body.
could feed a nation.
You need to know too. All right, Snake. Undress. Snake, what's gotten into you? Hurry up.
So she wants him to undress so he can see about the nanomachine
Oh my god.
experiments or something.
Snake.
He looks so good in green. Oh, he still looks pretty good for an old guy.
All right, let's just get this over with.
He's not supposed to be this old, Mom, Catherine.
Of course.
He's supposed to be about like 40.
I'm sorry.
He has accelerated aging. He's gonna die. That's why he's sad. That's why she's sad. Still muscly, though. Would you rather be young and fat or have accelerated aging and have a body
Snake,
like
do you
that?
remember what I told you in my video mail about the first generation of nanomachines?
The ones you stuck me with at Moses.
Yes. The nanomachines are recharged by your body heat. They won't stop functioning until they're all extracted. Or until you do. Most of them were lost through bleeding and excretion, but around 30% still remain inside your body, attached to your cells. I'm not finished yet. The first generation were never ID registered, so they don't react in the same way as the SOP nanomachines. Ready?
but they may be interfering with your body and with your heart.
So, does the aging have something to do with Fox die too?
No. Your telomeres were intentionally set up to be short, regardless of the age of the original. One of the genes that inhibit reproduction and aging, the Clotho gene, was intentionally mutated as well. But more importantly, your chromosomes, like liquids, were provided with terminator genes to prevent them from making copies.
Why?
Your clones created for one purpose: war. And so, in order to prevent you from being abused by clients or stolen by the enemy, they shortened your lifespan and removed your ability to reproduce. It was a safety device to ensure that the seed of Big Boss didn't end up in the hands of others. The reason you're aging so rapidly isn't because of disease or faulty research or Fox die. It's how you were born. It's your natural lifespan.
Poor Snake. Yeah. That's what you want in a game. You want to simulate a visit to the doctor. Exciting stuff. The only part that makes it exciting is what's shown in the thumb shot there. The thumbnail. Is the pervy outfit. It's about the only thing that makes it interesting. I get it. Fox die. He's old. Made for one purpose. What do you think about that, Snake? You can't have kids? You were just a clone made for war. Now you're gonna die. Got a short expiry date, Snake. Just like yogurt.
The truth, Naomi. How long is my body gonna hold out?
Your cells, blood, organs, nerves, skeletal system, muscle tissue. Every part of your body is aging rapidly.
Except for your muscles.
An ordinary man wouldn't even be standing by now. Snake, the only thing keeping you together is the strength of your will.
And the strength of your muscles.
How long do I have?
Half a year.
Whoa. And then they show her outfit again. It goes.
Don't. Snake. There's something I have to tell you.
That I can only tell you in a cutscene.
Now what?
Exactly, that's how I feel.
You and I both know your body is approaching its limit. But when I said half a year, I wasn't talking about your lifespan.
What do you mean?
We can't get rid of the Fox die in your body completely. At this point, it's circulating within you like a normal virus.
Yeah, so?
Let's get married, Snake.
Listen to me. Fox die only kills its victims when the infected person's genetic code fully matches the genetic sequence programmed into the virus's receptors. In other words, it only attacks targets with specific genes.
I know. That's what killed the AT president. And Liquid.
Yes. And at the same time, it's set up to protect those not designated as targets from the virus's harmful effects. Here. I'll show you. The receptors on the Foxdie inside your body are breaking down. The rapid aging process is changing the environment within your body. As a result, the virus is starting to mutate. The viruses on the left are Foxdie in its original form. The ones on the right I took from your body. They're already mutated. The receptors, they're wearing down.
Meaning?
This mutated version of Foxdie could activate even if the infected person's genetic pattern doesn't perfectly match the receptors. Which means the virus is becoming indiscriminate about what type of target it kills. Ever since Shadow Moses, Foxdie has been breeding continuously in the nanomachine colony inside your body and dispersing into the air. But there are no more targets to attack, so there haven't been any more outbreaks. However, if the receptors continue to wear down, it'll become a killer virus that attacks untold numbers of victims.
What if we kill them all? Remove them from the body?
There are no antibodies either. I don't know what percentage of the receptors have to break down, or how many people will be targeted when that happens. But what is certain is that people will begin to catch Foxdie through airborne transmission. It'll start with those closest to you. Then, one by one, they'll lose their lives. The part of the virus that distinguishes between individuals will start to break down in about...
half a year.
No. 3 months at the most.
3 months?
Ironic, isn't it? You've spent your entire life saving the world from Metal Gear, from nuclear annihilation. And now, you're becoming a doomsday device yourself. I can't predict exactly how devastating the epidemic will be. Whether just 1% of the human race could unlock the broken receptors, or whether we all can. In either case, 3 months from now, you'll be a walking biological weapon. If it were up to me, you'd be quarantined already.
It's not over yet.
I know. You still have a job to do.
A really serious job.
You have 3 months. Still enough time to think once all of this is done with.
And if I choose death first, will that stop Foxdie from spreading?
When the host dies, the virus dies with it.
Let the guy smoke.
Snake, tell me one more thing.
Hero.
Have you been to a hospital lately?
Yeah.
While you were there, did they give you an injection?
Don't they always?
Take a look at this. These came out of your body as well. It's a new strain of Foxdie, one I've never seen. Someone must have put them in you recently. Do you have any idea who?
Him.
The new Foxdie strain is starting to multiply rapidly.
What's in it?
I can't say for sure. I'll need to do some more tests. Here, take this. It contains the same substance the soldiers' nanomachines secrete inside their bodies. It's a drug that inhibits the nanomachine's ability to regulate the senses. The nanomachines inside the body malfunction when the system interferes with them. It triggers a reaction in the body, which is why you're having the seizures. Give yourself a shot whenever they get bad.
This is a game where you take a shot every time they get bad? Okay.
It's potent, so use it sparingly, unless you want to end up an invalid. It may restore your psyche for a short while, but use it too often and the amount restored will start to decrease. I've been a fool. I let myself drown in my nanomachines, and now I'm trapped by them.
You said yourself we mustn't allow ourselves to be chained to fate.
I can't slip free.
Then I'll free us both. Where's Liquid?
I can't tell you yet. Not until you free me.
Do we know?
Liquid left here last night.
Where was he headed?
Those are my terms. I can't leave this place of my own will.
What are you talking about?
I'm being watched. Liquid has altered his plan. Removing the system will only cause his army to collapse from within. So he's chosen to seize control instead. Liquid's objective is to hijack the SOP system. He'll use it to create the ultimate army of perfect soldiers and launch his insurrection against the Patriots. There's a name for his new plan. He calls it Guns of the Patriots.
Guns of the Patriots.
This place isn't safe. Come with us. This way.
There's no escape from here. Laugh yourself to death.
Two voice actors. That's pretty interesting.
You're surrounded, Snake. You'll have to break through to go after Naomi. Take out those enemy soldiers and clear a path.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, cool. Let's go sneaky. Oh, we'll use this one. Froggies. Does the battery not recharge in this one? Runs out. There they are. We can use a sweet mine. Yeah, right in the head. Ah, he's all stressed or his psyche's low or something. It makes him all wavery. Talk to Rosemary.
Let a battle It'll drag on too long, and it'll start to take its toll on your sight gauge. Keep that in mind as you fight.
That's the question we all ask in this game. She doesn't help your, She just gives you advice. Thought she actually lowered it. That's what they said in the briefing. Yeah, this will be good for my back. The frogs. Terrifying soldiers. Can only get it by standing on a table. Haha! You idiot. Come this way. Ah! No problem. Got quite a lot of health these ones. One more. I guess we'll get a machine gun. This is a fun way to do it, having this room where we could sneak around, a lot of places to hide, that kind of deal. I didn't really take advantage of it though, but that's how it goes sometimes. But some of this regain. Uh-oh. Is it right behind me? You're dead. Ah! Good one. Bop. Stealthy, stealthy. Ah! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Whoa. They do a lot of damage these ones. I like this battle. It's more fun that they can do more damage, you know? Snake not doing so good. There's a lot of them. Breakfast time for Inky. Enjoy, buddy. Right in the head. Right in the head. Yeah. Ooh, nice one. Yay! Alright, let's sweep around. Do the old crawl walk. Well, behind. Maybe slit its throat. Yes. Yes. Snake. Ugh. Ugh, like falling out of the octopus womb.
People suffering. People hurting.
It's not funny.
People dying.
People on the streets.
It's all so fucking hysterical.
First F word we've heard in this series.
Laugh with me.
All right, octopus. Old snake. All right. Oh, I like this battle. It sounded like a fart somebody put a lot of reverb on underwater. Oh, there she is. It was easy. What are those? Put down a nice, oh no, the smoke mines are all gone. Those are great. Or we can unlock these ones, these stun mines. Yeah. Super cheap. And we'll put it right there. Let's try it. Those bombs. Alright, so I shot her with the... shot her with the trank, and it didn't seem to do anything to her at all. So maybe I need to do something else. Let's ask Otacon. Otacon's a smart guy.
Snake, Octopus's suit seems to work the same way as your Octo-Camo. It'll use mimicry and traps as weapons against you. Stay focused. Don't be deceived by its disguises.
Okay.
Snake, the radar reacts when the... Technically, your gear's about on par.
Oh, things you haven't seen before. Okay. Were you here before? Want to use the, oh, we don't have this again, do we? Oh, we could try to hit it with, let's try to hit it in the head.
Just you try.
All right. If you're still listening, probably blew your ears out. Ah! Dead.
Snake, what's wrong? Answer me, please. Snake?
Pretty tough. So we're finding her on the ground. What's the strategy here? Run, Snake. Alright, so... Well, why don't we put her to sleep? That's always more fun. Right in the head. Huh? Nope. That's not doing anything at all. Uh-oh, here come the bombs.
Run!
Coming after you, Snake. Maybe we need to hit her with something a little more powerful? Oh god, you have to hit her a lot. That didn't take any health off. Run! Snake! Whoop. That barely took off any. We'll take her down with a real weapon after. Where is she? Ah, there she is. That's nice. Alright, she's creeping down the hall. This kind of reminds me of PT. That's doing a bit. A little bit of damage. Did more than the stun did. Alright. They're really bullet sponges in this game. You know, I like it. I think the boss battles work better in Metal Gear Solid when there's sort of a set pattern, and then it's a difficult pattern, but once you get it, they end up, does like a considerable amount of damage. I think it always works better. As opposed to, I mean, I'm gonna have to shoot her, what, like 10 times like that? Maybe I can hit her in the head with the sniper rifle, it'll do more damage. But we're going for a kill. For a master of disguise and remaining hidden, she sure screams a lot. Usually not what secret people do. People try and keep a secret. Noodles. There you are. Alright, lady. Right in the head. Yeah! That was the best way to do it. That took off a big chunk. So you have to rapid fire 10 sniper bullets into her brain. Okay, sure. Now where's she coming from? If it would be better if she did way more damage, so you'd be more scared. And if you also did more damage. But they made getting the drop on her difficult. This feels a bit too bullet spongy and a bit too... Oh, I can... What is she hiding in? She's actually hiding in that box? I could throw a grenade at her. Let's do that. Throw a big fat grenade. Other explosives. Oh, I got C4. How about just a regular old grenade? Sure. Alright. Okay, get it. See if we can throw it in there. Don't miss. That didn't do a lot. Ah. What a waste. Should have put C4 on her. What a big fat waste. It's a grenade. They blow things up. Not her, though. Not an octopus. You ever seen a grenade blow up an octopus? Well, no, but that's because octopuses live under the water, right? So why would they get blown up by... Exactly. Never. Actually quite easy to find you. Because you talk all the time. And I have night vision that, for some reason, eliminates you. Don't know why it does. There she is. Oh, she's... Yes? That's half. I like the ideas of her hiding around the building and impersonating objects impersonating objects that you have or haven't seen before. That's an interesting mechanic, but it takes her too long to die, I think. And she doesn't really do much damage to you.
Snake, come here.
Oh yeah. Like, that's a good idea too. Metal Gear, obviously a trap. Yeah, right, Otacon.
Hey, over here.
Die. Running out of bullets. Old man Snake got a bad back. Uh-oh. Here come the special explosives. Ha ha ha! What are you? Ooh, a ration. Surprised no one else is common, considering how many guards there were everywhere. They don't seem to, no one seems to be hearing all the explosives and everything going on, all the screaming. Oh! Where's a little octopus? Is that an octopus? Octopus. Is she a light? Was that always there? I think that might be it. All right. They have a lot of ideas, but then they get sort of, Uh-oh. We need to buy some more ammo for the VSS. Yeah. 1,200. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Suck on it, octopus. Who?
Naomi? But why?
Shoot her. Another mimic. Where? Uh-oh. I'm having door problems over here. Oh no. I guess we could just switch to the... It just seems to do so much damage, though. It's worth spending a lot on the ammo, I think. The sniper rifle rather than going to the machine gun. And you can shoot from far away, too. Boom. Oh yeah, it's the best. Like Khaled said, oh, what if we had that 50 caliber one, the one that's designed to shoot tanks? Where's this other mimic? Turn into a ball and come rolling. Rolling. Oh! That hurt him a lot. Compress. No balls in the house, octopus. Come on now. Oh, my cat just caught at my butt. I thought it was something terrifying. Dr. Rock. Oh! Alright, switch to something a little more... Oh, this maybe. Oh god, now she's doing tons of damage, just like I was asking for. Get up on the bed or something. Ugh. Shoot her. No! Okay, just like a... Switch to a really strong gun. You know, like a machine gun. That's all you need to do. Oh, we could use a sweet P90. Yeah, put the P90 in there. P90. There we go. She's down. I don't know. They're either just watching or maybe they haven't played this one before. I don't know. We're done. Ooh, she's on the video. Wow.
I am an octopus.
Under the sea.
An 8-legged beast. These tentacles are beyond my control. Their will is the will of the battlefield. So funny. It's all so funny.
They look like models.
It's not funny. Nothing is funny. I shouldn't be laughing. I can't. The truth is, I'm not laughing. Not laughing at all. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry I laughed. I'm sorry. I won't laugh anymore. I can't. I don't want to.
All right, Snake. What are we gonna do? She's got a full life bar back. They put her to sleep. That's not gonna work. Oh. That's probably not gonna work either. Maybe a sweet grenade? Maybe a puncher?
From the looks of it, she's unarmed. And yet, she's coming closer. I don't know what she's up to, but watch out, Snake.
There's little Sunny just sitting on her bed. Maybe we could put down like a C4 or something. Claymores. Yeah, let's try that. And she can walk into the... Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. That didn't do anything. Hey, Alley over the hill. That is Laughing Octopus. These ones, they suffer from PTSD and then they're turned into these super soldiers. So, but she's able to dodge like crazy. Maybe Naomi knows? Or Rosemary? She was an octopus.
Snake, you've got to avoid getting grabbed like that. Don't let her get too close. Always keep your distance.
Mm-hmm.
When she hugs you, you take damage. Don't get too close, Snake. Stay away from her.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are we gonna do, Snake? Maybe when she can't see us, then we can hit her. There was something that happened where it sort of broke the connection, and then we can hit her. I don't know what was the difference when we were outside here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. That's when you can hit her. Oh, came right back. Oh, that time we got her. Oh, great. Out of those bullets. Sometimes you can hit her, sometimes you can't. I know that when the sound seems to just cut off. What now? Huh? What's the deal? You have to switch to a different weapon each time, maybe? So that worked. Maybe this one now? That seems to work. No? Oh, I think we have to shoot those, things on her. They're like... her... the straps? They seem to, like, bust off when we hit her. There we go. Maybe that's it. Maybe on the arm? Maybe? Maybe that's it? I don't know. Not on the head. Maybe the legs again? Great defense. You hearing this? Guess the legs again, maybe? Arms? I don't know the strategy. I'm getting far away, and then I'm going leg, arm, leg, arm. And then she can dodge. I don't know what the difference is, but we've almost got her. Okay. There's so many cool elements to that fight, but so many that I just didn't understand. Like a little child. I'll take it. Snakey likes it. Puts it in his secret spot.
Yo, Snake, looking good today.
Drebin, what do you want?
That's cold, man. And here I was about to tell my very best customer about face camo.
Face camo?
That camo skull cap you just picked up from Tentacle's shell. It utilizes the same kind of technology as your Octo Camo suit. Using the two together can get you even better results. I'd hang on to it if I was you.
Doesn't fit. It's not my size or shape.
Yeah, looks like it could use a bit of tailoring before you can sport it. Not my line of work, but... Ain't you got a buddy who specializes in that kind of thing?
Somebody's done their homework.
Hey, it's my job.
Is that the real reason you injected me with those nanomachines? To spy on me?
I prefer the term customer data management myself.
Drebin.
Relax. It's strictly confidential. I ain't gonna share it with anybody.
Then what did you mix a virus in with the nanomachines for?
Virus?
A certain virus was detected in my body. Are you saying it wasn't in the nanomachines you injected?
Look, you do know there are other folks who could have done this to you. And besides, what would I gain from infecting you? Better for me that you're out there kicking ass on the battlefield. I was watching you, Snake. You're a real piece of work. Never thought I'd meet the man who could take down Laughing Octopus single-handedly. She just kept on laughing. Now why do you suppose that is?
Something in her past.
You got it. She's from a village in Scandinavia. Little seaside hamlet known to all the locals as the Devil's Village. Place wasn't known for devils, though. It was known for octopus. See, this was one of the few places in Europe where they ate octopus customarily. Anyway, there's this cult of crazies who for some reason hate the village with a passion. Then, when she was just a teenager, things get bad. These nutcases get their hands on some weapons and attack the village. Overnight, her sleepy little fishing town becomes a war zone. They round up all the villagers and execute them one by one. Except for that girl. They had something else planned for her. Something a whole lot worse than dying. Calling her the Devil's Child, they forced her to do the kind of thing you'd expect from one of Lucifer's own. After they made her torture her family and friends, they made her kill them. The whole time they were forcing her to laugh, howl like some sort of demon. Like she was enjoying it. What was she gonna do? Say no? They'd kill her too. So she let fear take control and did exactly as they told her. She butchered the bodies of the ones she loved and laughed while she did it. And as she bathed in their blood, it gradually turned from deep red to jet black. To her, it looked like the ink of an octopus. The experience scarred her deep. Ever since then, she hasn't stopped laughing. Only, that ain't really laughter.
Why are you telling me this? You expect me to feel sorry for her?
Nah. I know you got no room for that stuff in your world. And besides, this is war. Right? In a way, though, I guess it was the right thing to do.
What was?
Fighting you cleansed her mind. All right, enough chit-chat. There's other beasts out there in them woods. Watch your back.
So, she had PTSD. They captured her. They forced her to kill and massacre her own family and village. And then she became an octopus. They probably should have told you that stuff before, not after. Like, when you put it in after, you think, oh, so I just killed that person you feel sorry for. Like they should have revealed that as they're fighting, like the way Psycho Mantis does. A bit silly the way that's done. A lot of that battle's pretty interesting, but I didn't quite understand what was going on at the end when you're hitting her. It all felt very kind of vague. Vague. You have that much dialogue and cutscenes and exposition time, and it still feels vague. It's not a good result. Oh, Snake. You're getting old again. mostly a pretty strong act in terms of just the raw gameplay of infiltrating the village. It was pretty fun. A lot of the boss battles pretty good. Oh, really? He needed clues to know that he should go down the only one linear path there is. Better follow these clues. Well, that's a lot of feet. A stampede. What's this flashback? Oh, is he judging how long their steps are? More talking.
Snake, have you lost sight of the target? Whenever something moves, it leaves a trail behind. Track and find Naomi's trail.
I'm not like Big Boss. Tracking isn't my strongest suit. When did you get so good at it?
After saving Sonny, I drifted around the globe. In Alaska, a tribal elder taught me some scouting techniques.
Drifted? You never went back to see Rose?
Rose? She doesn't exist. No. Rose and I live in different worlds, different times. Her world has no place for someone like me. My place is here on the battlefield.
Huh.
Listen, Snake. Scouting is based on the principles of hunting. There are two fundamentals: awareness and tracking.
Awareness?
Awareness refers to locating a trail by paying careful attention to your surroundings. Tracking means to follow that trail. Your target's trail could be footprints, a branch they broke along the way, bent grass trampled underfoot. You need to feel for clues using all your senses: sound, smell, touch, the direction of the wind. Watch how the animals move. Listen for unusual bird calls. These are signs that someone may be disrupting the environment nearby.
You sound like a ninja.
Exactly. Ninja are the ultimate scouts. If your enemy is a skilled scout, they'll be doing the same thing. You may be the hunter, but you are also the hunted. To avoid enemy detection, move slowly, little by little. Don't disturb the air around you. Try to make as little noise as possible. Your pursuers will be doing the same, trying to sneak up on you without a sound. If you can't pick up the trail with your naked eye, switch the solid eye to infrared mode. That will enable you to see Naomi's footprints and any enemies lying in ambush.
Switch the solid eye to infrared. Got it.
But the sound it makes while engaged could end up giving your position away. So don't leave it on for too long.
All right.
Listen to your heart. Trust your senses as much as you can. And you will find Naomi's trail.
I'll give it a shot.
I never really liked Raiden's voice actor. Kind of talks like
Snake, follow Naomi's trail and find out where they took her. Watch out, though. You might run into a few holdups along the way.
Well, that's gonna do it. Act 2, a lot stronger in terms of just the gameplay. Nice, fun village to infiltrate. Did make me wish I was playing Metal Gear Solid 5, which does all of that a little bit better. Boss was interesting. Doesn't quite nail it. It goes through some interesting things, but I never totally feel like I understand what's going on in some of the boss battle stuff. She was kind of a bullet sponge. And then the final bit with the erotic screams, I think, are a bit pervy. Needlessly. You're trying to convey a soldier that has PTSD, and then you have them screaming erotically. Doesn't really match up. So, whatever. It is what it is. That's going to do it. Tomorrow we'll be back with, I guess, Prey, and then Final Fantasy 15 after that, and then another Metal Gear Solid 4 as we keep on going. Thanks for joining Allie, Catherine, Mom, and everybody else. Ink of the Dragon. I'm out of here. Bye for now.